The most dangerous lie Christian couples believe is that a hard marriage means you married the wrong person. It does not. A hard marriage is often the sign you married the right one. Think about a diamond. It does not become a diamond in comfort. It becomes a diamond under crushing pressure, deep in the dark, for a very long time. Your marriage works the same way. The pressure is not breaking you. If God is in the center, the pressure is making you into something beautiful that comfort never could. But almost nobody is told this. So the moment things get hard, they start believing a lie. And there are 5 of these lies. They sneak in quietly. They sound holy. They even sound wise. And one by one, they pull a good marriage apart. The 5th one is the most dangerous of all because it wears the mask of faith, and almost every Christian couple does it without ever knowing. Let me show you the first one. 1. If we both love God, our marriage will be easy. This is the lie that gets to people first because it sounds true. You think, we both pray, we both go to church, we both want to follow Jesus, so of course we will fit together perfectly. And then real life shows up. He leaves his socks on the floor. She wants to talk about feelings when he just wants to be quiet. You disagree about money, about family, about how loud the kids should be allowed to be. And a little voice whispers, if this were the right person, it would not feel this hard. That voice is lying to you. Loving God does not delete your differences. 2 people who both love God are still 2 completely different people, with different pasts, different wounds, different ways of seeing the world. The Bible never promises an easy marriage. It promises a holy one. And holy is built through friction, not the absence of it. The very things that annoy you about your spouse are often the exact tools God is using to sand down the rough edges in you. The struggle is not proof you chose wrong. The struggle is the workshop. And the next lie is even sneakier because this one actually feels like you are doing everything right. 2. As long as we do church things together, we are close. This one fools so many couples because on the outside, it looks perfect. You sit in the same pew. You pray before dinner. You go to the Bible study. You serve in the ministry. You post the verse on Sunday. From the outside, you look like the strongest couple in the room. But here is the trap. You can stand next to someone for years doing holy things and still be total strangers to each other's hearts. Going to church together is not the same as knowing each other. Singing the same songs is not the same as being truly seen. A lot of couples use religious activity like a costume. It covers up the fact that they have not had a real, honest, heart-to-heart conversation in months. They know each other's schedules, but not each other's fears. They know what their spouse believes about God, but not what their spouse is secretly afraid of at 2 a.m. Closeness is not built in the church building. It is built in the car ride home, when you ask, "How are you really doing?" And then you stay quiet long enough to hear the real answer. If all your spiritual life is shared, but none of your inner life is, you are not close. You are just busy near each other. And busy near each other is how 2 people slowly become roommates who happen to pray. The 3rd lie is one of the most loved and most twisted in all of marriage. 3. Forgiveness means pretending it never happened. Christian couples love to forgive. We are taught to forgive 70 times 7, and that is beautiful and true. But somewhere along the way, a lie got mixed in. People started believing that forgiveness means you have to bury it. Stuff it down. Never bring it up again. Smile and act like the wound is not there. So the hurt happens. You say the words, "I forgive you," and then you swallow the pain whole and walk away. But that is not forgiveness. That is hiding a wound and hoping it heals on its own. And wounds do not heal that way. They get infected. Every buried hurt does not disappear. It goes into a quiet pile inside your chest. And one day, over something tiny, a dish left in the sink, the whole pile explodes, and your spouse has no idea where the fire came from. Real forgiveness is not forgetting. Real forgiveness looks the hurt in the eye, names it honestly, and chooses to release it anyway, on purpose, out loud. It says, "This hurt me, and I am still choosing us." That is the strong kind, the kind that actually sets a marriage free. Pretending is not peace. Pretending is a slow leak. And a marriage can only leak for so long before it runs dry. Now the fourth lie is the one that breaks the most hearts, because it starts as something that feels like love. 4. My spouse is supposed to complete me. This sounds so romantic. You have heard it in every movie, every song. You complete me. You are my everything, my other half. And it feels wonderful to say, but it is a crushing weight to put on another human being, because there is a hole in every human heart that is shaped for God, and only God fits inside it. When you hand that hole to your husband or your wife and say, "Fill this, make me whole, take away every empty feeling I have," you are asking them to be God, and they cannot do it. No person can. So, they try. They love you as hard as they can. And it is never enough, because you were never built to be filled by a person. And slowly you grow resentful. You think, why do I still feel empty? Why are they failing me? This must be the wrong marriage. But your spouse is not failing. Your spouse is just not God. They were never meant to carry that. Here is the freedom in this. When you let God fill the God-shaped hole, your spouse finally gets to be your spouse instead of your savior. You stop demanding that they complete you, and you start receiving them as a gift. A whole person loving a whole person is 1,000 times stronger than two empty people trying to drain each other dry. Put God first, not because it is a rule, but because it is the only thing that takes the impossible weight off the person you love. And that brings us to the last lie, the most dangerous one of all, the one almost every Christian couple believes and almost nobody recognizes while they are doing it. 5. Praying about it is the same as dealing with it. This is the lie that hides perfectly because it looks the most spiritual. Something goes wrong. There is tension, a hurt, a problem that needs an honest, uncomfortable conversation. And instead of having that conversation, you say, "Let's just pray about it." And you pray, and it feels holy. And then you both go to bed and never actually talk about the thing. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is essential. But prayer was never meant to be a place to hide from your spouse. Some couples use "I'll pray about it" as a polite way to avoid each other. They take the hard thing to God, so they never have to take it to the person sitting right next to them. And God hears it, but the husband never does. The wife never does. The problem never gets touched. It just gets covered in holy language and left to rot. God often answers prayers about your marriage through the conversation you keep avoiding. The courage to finally say the hard thing gently, that is frequently the very answer you were praying for. Faith does not replace honesty. Faith gives you the courage to be honest. Pray, yes, with everything you have. But then, get up off your knees, look your spouse in the eye, and have the conversation you have been hiding from. That is where prayer becomes power. That is where a praying couple becomes an unbreakable one. So look back at these 5 lies. A hard marriage means you chose wrong. Doing church things means we are close. Forgiveness means pretending. My spouse should complete me. And praying is the same as dealing with it. Every one of them sounds wise, every one of them sounds holy. And every one of them quietly pulls a marriage apart from the inside. But here is the truth that beats all five. A Christian marriage is not supposed to be easy. It is supposed to be alive. The pressure is the workshop. The honesty is the glue. And God in the center is the only thing strong enough to hold two flawed people together for a lifetime. The couples who make it are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who stopped believing the lies, told each other the truth, and let the pressure turn them into diamonds. So tonight, do not pray and hide. Pray and then talk. That single change can save everything.